Yo, what's up, guys? How we doing? Kind of a sleepy day in the markets, huh? That slow grind up was kind of annoying. I'll be completely honest, I did not take a single trade. Not a single trade today. Not one. But how'd you guys do? What's up, Yo Jim? What's up, Roman? Mason, welcome. Kevin, welcome. Rob, welcome. Someone says hello. Hello, someone. Full port. It's not ideal conditions to full port. What's up, Discipline Trader? What's up, Brad? Nice. Nice. I'm glad you killed it. You were short most of the day? Someone? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, the grind up was just not ideal. I didn't like what I was seeing, so I stepped away. It never came back to, like, the key level that I was looking to trade off of today. So I never got a real good read. I felt like we were going to get a pullback at some point, and it just never happened. But that's all-time high trading. This is what happens, guys. It turns into a grind. It's really hard to short. Extremely hard to short because you think they're going to rug pull at some point, and then it just never happens and just goes higher. You got some making up to do, someone? Yeah. Look, if it's not working, chances are it's not going to work. Yeah, Streetsy. I like I said, I didn't take a single trade today. Account balance said 0. Oh, nice, Brady. Thanks for the membership. Yeah, link those of you that purchase channel memberships, make sure that you link your YouTube account to your Discord profile. Oftentimes I'm not going to know who it is. Yeah, Brad, that's I put that out there every day for those who purchase channel memberships. The level's still played, right? Nice, Brady. You should have access. Just go check on Level Up and make sure you have access. And if you don't, if you can't see the trading plans in that channel, message either myself or Mac in Discord, and we'll get it fixed. But yeah, if you guys don't link, for those of you who do purchase channel memberships, if you don't link your YouTube account to your Discord profile, it will not give you access immediately. I've had a few people reach out that were having problems with it. I went ahead and manually added them, but they still didn't have the ability to see the trading plans. So we have it set up as like a safe wall almost, to limit people being able to see that without the purchase of the channel membership. I mean, it's $5 a month. I feel bad charging like that, but it was the only thing I could think of to reward those people that support the channel on that level. So that's one thing that I can do for you guys currently. Is it negotiable? Unfortunately, it's YouTube's terms. Can we get a bid ask? Yeah. I mean, it's $5 a month, guys. Generally, one trade will pay that a lifetime membership, right? Like that was my thought process, was like, hey, how can I reward them? How can I pay them back for purchasing the channel membership? And that was the way I could do it. Generally, there's at least a $1,000 trade in there somewhere. So I thought it was a pretty good idea to do it that way. Can we get a bid ask on there? And honestly, guys, YouTube takes a huge chunk of that anyway. Like, we don't really see, we see just over 50% of that. So, and I think that's why YouTube likes it for their algorithm so much, is because, hey, it's more money coming our way. I see I've walked into sleepy markets here tonight, huh? It's done absolutely nothing. Let me get you guys. I don't think I want to trade the Top Step account tonight. I think I'm going to trade the My Funded Futures account. So let me get an account balance up there for you. get this thing rolling. I know, Roman. While it's fun hanging out for 3 hours, when the market's not moving, you run out of things to talk about. It turns into us just kind of trolling each other at some point. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Let's see here. P&L. There we go. All right. Now we got that daily P&L up there. Oh, nice, Roman. GG's, by the way. You've been killing it lately. Is that 2 straight weeks with a payout? That's nice. What's up, Spider Lily? How are you? Three straight weeks, Roman? Oh, GG's. GG's in the chat for Roman. 3 straight weeks of a payout with props. That's unbelievable. That's really, really well done. I would say 95% of the people out there have not accomplished that feat. Maybe it might even be a lower percentage of people that have been able to achieve that. You got 2 payouts on one account, lost it, then 1 on another. Either way, that's really good. That's really, really good trading. Yeah, we finally got a little movement here. It looks like from just above 400 up to 420. I've kind of adjusted my levels to account for what's happened today. As you can see, these levels were slightly shifted down earlier, but it looks like we're setting up support here at like 380 to 360 in here, and resistance above at 440 to 460. It looks like 450 is probably that line in the sand. FEG up above. So if I flip over to the other chart that doesn't have any levels on it, that's what 4 payouts since May 16th, Roman. Oh yeah, that's well done. Well done. Yeah, Kickster, it was hard trading, brother. Like, look, guys, when you're not feeling the price action, when it's annoying to you, just walk away. Like that's the best advice I can give you. There is nothing wrong with taking a day off from the charts. Right, I realize that the itch to make the money and take a trade is there, but you got to know what your limits are, right? Like if you're not seeing it well, if you weren't on board with the slow grind up or long early in the day, it was really hard to trade today. That's hard trading. Yeah, just go do something else. Just go enjoy your day, work on another project. What's up, Rice? You gotta know when you're just not, it's not there. It's not gonna be there every day. Oh, nice, Roman. I'm glad. That's you, brother. You deserve all the credit there. You know, you're on the other end clicking the buttons. I'm glad that I have that calming effect. Don't get me wrong. But you're the one who's doing that. That has nothing to do with me. When to hold him, when to fold him, Frank. What's up, George? Wow, we're kind of getting a little move up here all of a sudden, huh? 8 o'clock is approaching fast. What's up, Armando? No, I think it's just Asia Open is happening right now. I think that's the movement that we're kind of getting. Guys, I fully anticipate all-time highs getting traded in the next couple days. At some point this week. And then I don't know what's going to happen. I've been that person. I said it in my trading plan this morning. Crazy Rich Asian. I've said it in my trading plan this morning that all-time highs are some of the hardest kind of trading because you don't have definitive levels. So my best advice to newer traders is to wait for a pullback. Even if it doesn't happen on day 1 or day 2 of trading all-time highs, wait for a pullback into support and try it along from there. I've been that person that tries to short the top and it just slow grinds you to death, runs you over, and then out of nowhere you'll get a 50-point move up and it will ruin your account. Yeah, George, I mean, I would like a pullback, right? I mean, when we zoom out, I mean, I would like to see, quite frankly, I would like to see like 21,800 get traded again, at least, down here somewhere. This is a fairly straight up move the whole way with little stair steps up. I would like to see it pull back, but I'm not sure what happens, right? We could just go run straight to all-time highs and keep pumping. Like I said last night, there is interest on the DOM up into 23K. So without a whole lot below us, I mean, at least give us 22,200, right? Like, that's what we can hope for. Someone, I want to say it's up around 22,600 with contract rollover. What's up, Richard? How are you? I want to say it's up around 22,600. It could be higher than that. But I want to say previous all-time highs was 22,390-ish. And there was a 200-plus point difference on the contract rollover. If you guys are interested in finding where that's at, you can always go to TradingView Continuous Contract, and it will show you where the top is. Like, go over, pull up a TradingView chart, and go to the continuous contract on whatever symbol that you want to look at, and it will show you where all-time high is. I can't remember off the top of my head what the exact number is, but I want to say it's up around 22,600. It looks like we got 80 people in here again. Thank you guys so much. If you're new here, my name's Wes. If you want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Charles, 22,867.50. Oh, so it's even higher than I thought. All right. I did plot out some levels up into the mid 600s just for reference. I don't know how accurate they're going to be, obviously. But I'll work out some levels as we get higher for tomorrow morning as well. I want to see what happens on the overnight. I would kind of like to see at least Central Pivot get traded again on the overnight here at 310. What's up, Z? How are you? Yeah, Omnius, good point. Very good point. Oh, I'm with the band. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys, if you could hit that thumbs up button for me. Let's hit that YouTube algo, or keep the algo going, I should say. Central Pivot on ES. Let me see. Let me go throw one on the ES chart. Sorry, I don't trade ES, so it's not on there. Central Pivot is 61.25 is what I have. What's up, Daniel? How are you? My day was chill. I didn't trade today. I didn't take a single trade. I watched the charts for about an hour and a half, and then I was done. Yeah, Brad, I got 61.25 as Central Pivot for ES, I've got 6175 as R1, 6205 as R2, and 6255 as R3. And then S1 is 6095, S2 is 6045, and S3 is 6015. Z, why no trade? So slow grind days are very hard, right? Slow grind days are very difficult. If you aren't long from the beginning, it's tough to catch a trade. I've been there before when we're approaching all-time highs and gotten run over, and I knew that that was a likelihood. What's the pivot level on NQ? What do you mean? Which one, Z? You mean central pivot? Kevin, ninja pivots are pretty good. Oh, central pivot on NQ is 22,308. It's right here. It's this gray price point that you see on my price line. This gray line here. Yeah, pivots are nice to know, right? Like, I don't like executing off them per se. They're more just points of interest if I'm already in a trade. I would prefer to be executing at major support and resistance levels. Because a lot of times when you get around these pivots, it likes to chop. And sometimes it's wide chop, and a lot of fake outs can happen. It's kind of like what happens around like VWAP. You know, that's why I don't ever execute around VWAP. Yeah, Brad, sometimes they are my targets. Sometimes they are targets. They're points of interest. They're not executionable levels, I don't think. Some people use them, but it's very, very rare when they work out without having to take a lot of drawdown first. Yeah, Kevin, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, the initial bounce on the first test is usually pretty good. On NQ, it's probably usually pretty, at least worth 10 points, 20 points. So it's usually pretty good, but like I said, it gets kind of choppy around the pivots, especially around central pivot. But very, very similar to fibs, you know, very similar. They've just been around a little bit longer than the Fibonacci stuff has. It's kind of what traders on the floor used to. That's why they call it floor trader pivots. Wow, we almost got 100 people in here already. Yeah, Brad. Like, it's like which fib are we looking for? You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I didn't find enough value in it. Like I said, the only time I ever use fib levels is really just to get a rough estimate area of where a lot of stuff is lining up as we're approaching all-time highs. I know some people use it for like 50% retracements, but if you're going to do that, like, just mark where the 50% retracement is and get rid of all the rest of the lines. Just another pickup guy. Looks like we got a few ICT people. Oh, Kevin, you want me to do RTH? Yeah, if I'm going to do RTH, I'm not going to battle with... I'm not going to battle with the big boy streamers. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to go in there and have like 30 people watching my stream. We're going for new all-time highs on my subs as well. I appreciate it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, the last 3 weeks have it's been unreal. What's up, Chris? Have been unreal. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna ride the wave for as long as it happens. Nice, Jayhawk. Yeah, the West Coast people are liking it. Like, a lot of people who have known about me for a little while live on the West Coast. They live in Cali, And they would always complain like, look, I have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to catch your stream if I'm going to watch the stream. And so they would be upset that I'd be ending the stream right when they would be waking up. But now they get to tune in. ICT. Yeah, yo, Jim, it's with the heat index here in Kentucky, it's triple digits. It's sweltering hot here with high humidity. And not great for curly-haired people like myself. The cat wakes you up, Brady? Yeah. Sounds like a Tuesday in Texas. You're in Kentucky, Don. I live in the Louisville area, Donnie. Just outside of Louisville. Kevin's Ohio. Oh, you're in Frankfurt, so you're over near the capital. Or actually the capital. Yeah, you're about an hour from me, Donnie. It's not too far. Oh, going short, you're in Lexington? Okay, yeah, you guys are real close to each other, actually. You guys are real close to each other. Yeah, I'm in Louisville. Bardstown is about 20 minutes from me, and downtown Louisville is about 20 minutes from me. Oh, Kevin, yeah, I've lived all over, right? Like, I moved here to Louisville about 5 years ago. So it's a recent thing. I used to live in Charleston, South Carolina prior to this. I've lived in Detroit, Michigan. I've lived in Chicago. I've lived all over the place. Too busy over here? Yeah, Donnie, it's even in the time that I lived here, there wasn't a whole lot of traffic, but now it's becoming that way. Z, it's extremely humid here right now. Not at all times of the year, not like Charleston was, right? Where you're on the ocean and right below the jet stream, and you have all that Caribbean air coming up. But it's humid right now. It is definitely humid. We definitely need some rain. We need a good storm, good cold front to come through. Frank, what's R&R? Oh, Bailey answered you there. Yeah, risk to return. All right, let's see if we can get this move up to like 450-ish. Man, guys, I hate shorting near all-time highs because it's just, it will grind you to death. It'll look like it's going to come, like the rug's going to get pulled, and then it will just go higher. I have been there. I'm not going to be that guy this time around. Not going to do it. Because everything in you says the market's gone up too much, right? We need a pullback. We need a pullback. We need a pullback. And... oh, no, Chris, you closed your long. And it just continues to go higher. It just continues to pump. We got 100 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. If you're new here and want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. What's up, Smokey? Yeah, Smokey, you've been killing it, brother. You've been absolutely killing it. Like I said, a lot of you are better traders than I am. Nice, Smokey. GG's. GG's in the chat for Smokey. That's unreal. Yeah, you guys have been trading really well. There's a lot of good traders, better traders than myself in that chat right there. Both in Discord and in the that are subscribers on the YouTube channel. What's up, R-Dub? I want to see what happens at these previous swing highs up here at like just shy of 450. What I'd like to see is kind of a sweep higher and then sellers to somewhat step in aggressively. And then I might try a short. But man, it's hard to buy up here too. Like, it really is hard to buy up here. Yeah, Mark, I lived in Detroit. I lived at like 29 Mile. So outside the city, right? Suburbs. My dad was an engineer for Chrysler, so he worked at the headquarters there in Auburn Hills. Frank, what percent should you be spending on fees? What do you mean by fees? Like commissions? Yeah, Mark, exactly. The Palace was, I don't know, 10 minutes from my house, maybe 5 minutes from my house drive. 6 Mile and Hoover. Oh, you were down. You were actually in Detroit, Mark. Okay. Yeah, I was suburbs. I was in Oakland County. Like North Oakland County at that. I lived in Rochester Hills. Shoot, it's been honestly, it's been a long time since I've been back to Detroit. This dude is too rich. Smokey, I am not rich. I am not rich. I don't come from a lot of money either. Did I grow up wanting for much, like a lot? No, but I definitely was not one of those spoiled brat children. The burbs are where the baddies at. Yeah. No, I graduated from Rochester Adams High School, Mark. That's where I went to high school at. Oh, the people are still filing in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, if it's your first time, my name's Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. I've been trading 4 years. And I'm not the best trader in the world, but I'm not going to sell you anything. There's no courses or mentorships here. We just got a chill trading community where we are trying to learn together without having to spend $2,000 to do so. And be fed a bunch of nonsense along the way. No cap baddies, Smokey says. Yeah, Detroit. I had a good time in Detroit. I liked the summers there because they weren't too hot. Oh, nice, Mark. Cheers. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. What's up, Bruce? Can you teach me for 2K? For real though. Hard dub. Yeah, there's no courses, guys. Like I said, when I was starting trading, like I wish there would have been Trades by Matt was kind of that for a little while for me, right? While he has an entirely different style, the vibe to me at the beginning when I was watching his streams was very similar. Our trading styles are entirely different. Obviously, we're two entirely different people, but who? But he was the guy who I gravitated to because he wasn't selling a course or a mentorship or anything like that. And that's kind of what the lure was for me watching that. But I found that if I watch streamers nowadays, it's just noise and confusion and they're trying to sell you something. And so now when I'm doing my trading in the mornings, I really don't have anything on. I just am focusing up on the charts. Like I almost tune out Discord after I post those trading plans for a little bit until I make my money. And then I can kind of relax and go and chat it up in Discord. Yeah, Mark, the winters are ridiculous. There were mornings where I'd wake up in Rochester and you couldn't get out the front door because the snow drifts would be as tall as your front door. You'd have to shovel your way out the house. It's crazy. Yeah, Chris, exactly. Like it takes screen time and everybody's different, right? Like all of us process information and data differently. Our psychologies are different. Our emotions are different. Everything is different for each individual. So you have to find what works for you and what your brain can recognize. Trader Higgs, you like that I'm the first one with the heat map? It's very valuable, right? It's real-time live representation of the DOM without all the numbers bouncing around, right? If it simplifies it for me. You can really kind of see aggressive buying, aggressive selling, absorption. You can see all those things a lot better than you can on the normal DOM. TBM is super moody. Mark, it wasn't always that way, right? It wasn't until he got a lot bigger. When I was watching him, there wasn't many more people watching him than are watching my stream right now, actually. When I started watching him, it really wasn't until he made the move to Apex where things just kind of... He did that challenge with Daniel Inskeep, and that took him up a step as far as the level and how many viewers he was having during his streams. And then he made the move to Apex, and things just like really blew up. So I think it's just he gets annoyed from time to time because he's answering the same questions and almost feels like Apex customer support, and he's not that, you know? So he just gets annoyed a lot. The best is when people are saying, your mic is, you need to turn the sound up. The mic's not bad. And he gets in the mic and yells at everybody. Nowadays, it's funny. Cracks me up. But no, I think he's a good dude. I think he's an honest guy. I have mad respect for him and what Gary, his IT guy, do. Oh, nice, SK. You had to come by and check tonight's numbers. Yeah, Mark, he's really chill. He's a good guy. He's gotten big. He's gotten big. TBM versus the monkey video. Yeah. SK, I didn't take any trades today. I saw the grind happening and I wanted nothing to do with it. So I watched the charts for the first hour or two and then I shut it down. Started responding to DMs and working out back-end support kind of stuff for the channel. Nice, Trader Higgs. Yeah. Bookmap does the same thing that the DOM surface does for Quant Tower. Yeah, I have mad respect for TBM and Gary, for sure. I mean, that's really how a lot of like the core group of us know each other was because I was posting my trading plans over in their Discord for a year. You know, that's kind of how everybody knows who I am. So I owe a lot of what's happening now to them, for sure. Do we trade the same? No. FSP stream is wildly entertaining. Bro is constantly in a trade. There's a lot of people that are. Like I said, my trading's boring, guys. Like, unfortunately, I'm shocked that my channel's done as well as it has recently because my trading is actually very, very boring. I take 3 to 5 trades a day. You know, I just sit in them for a long time. I'm not slinging contracts back and forth. But good trading looks boring, right? Like, it really does. It looks boring. There's very few people out there that can throw on trades left and right and be profitable doing it. Yeah, Kickster. Like I said, this is what I do full time, and I live comfortably. I don't worry about finances at all. John, I recently, let me see if I can find it, and I'll show you what my somewhat typical trading calendar looks like. It was on one of the, like, I recently got my funded futures account after starting. I'm not sure if I can find it. I forget when I posted it even. But it looks like, I don't know, I probably have, like, on average, probably 3-4 red days a month. Something like that. Do I have worse stretches? Yeah, those of you that are new here, I told a story a few nights ago where back in February, I had a super tilt day. A super tilt day. I ended up losing like 11.5K that day. It was awful. I felt like a rookie trader all over again. Mark, I'm a support and resistance trader. These gray boxes that you see on the chart, those are kind of the areas that I'm looking to execute. And then my targets are generally the support and resistance buckets, support and resistance boxes to either the top side or the bottom side of my execution level. Is target 1, target 2 is extension, and then I have a target 3. So that's kind of how I trade. I pick a key level and then decide what I want to do around that level, and that's that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. My win rate all time is around 72%. Recently, it's been more like an 80% hit rate. But I think that's just because of market conditions and it being a bull market. You know, and market really is only going up. We have a couple days where it goes down, but for the most part, it's just buy the dip situation right now. So it's hard to it's because of the way that I trade, the dips always fall into the support and resistance areas, and generally that's the recovery. What I'm looking for is 2 things candle structure wise: wick and reclaims and break and retests. What's up, Kev? Yeah, Mark, simplify it as much as possible, brother. I'm telling you, I went down the whole indicator rabbit hole. Never found any sustained success with any of it, and I was like, okay, I've got to do something a lot better here. I don't need 10 million things on my charts giving me 7 different conflicting signals. This is just too much noise. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I found something that my brain can easily recognize and I can repeat over and over and over again. We got 120 people in here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Can't thank you enough. the recent growth in the channel has been amazing. After, like I said, we're coming up on 1 full year of streaming now. It's definitely had its highs, had its lows. This is definitely riding a high for the last month, and I can't thank you all enough. This channel's doing well because of you. We owe everything to you. Is there a way to copy trade, take profit trader? Chris, it depends on... What's up, Wix? It depends on what trading platform you're on. They have third-party copy trading softwares out there that you can... What do I do for stop loss placement? Okay, so simplest form, ideally, Mark. Sorry, guys, I hit the mic there if it made a noise. Ideally, and this is ideally, it doesn't always happen this way. Longs I want to place from the top side of these levels with the stop just below the bottom extreme here. And shorts, I want my entry around the bottom of the levels with the stop just above the top extreme. Hey, thanks, Mark. Yeah, end of July will be 1 year of streaming. Our goal, I'm not even going to lie to you, those of you that are new here, if you ask the guys that have been here for a few weeks, our goal, because they probably have started watching me since we were at around, I don't know, 700, 800 subs. And that was literally a week and a half ago. I'm not even joking. It was a week and a half ago. And I remember we were at 900 after a couple nights of it kind of picking up a little bit. And all of a sudden, during the middle of the stream, these guys were like, yo, I mean, you're on 980 subs. To reclaim. Okay, so reclaim a level. It's kind of hard to tell without a bear market here. Okay, so down here. This is the best example I can find. And candlestick print wise as well. You got a bullish hammer printing down here. You've got a wick below the level and the reclaim. What's up, NQ? NQ Trader, I'm a good guy. I appreciate it. Like I said, guys, I can't thank you enough for all the love and support. It's been amazing, man. Like we didn't anticipate it happening like this. We did not anticipate it. A, because my trading style is really boring, right? Like, it's really boring. It's good, right? I'm profitable, and people learn a lot from me because it is so simple in kind of like trading for dummies style trading. But I think that's what makes it great, you know? Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, and trading is lonely. Like, it's a lonely space. That's another reason why we do it, so that we can build a nice trading community, hang out together, talk. We don't have the office type of atmosphere in our job. All right, Mark, I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you. When you jump to streaming from trading, it's going to be more difficult than you think. There's a few people in the chat that used to stream their trading as well. It brings on a whole new element of noise. Oh, thanks, Lance. I appreciate you. But there's a whole... Everybody's got a trade idea, signals that get in your head. You're going to have to deal with some trolls from time to time. Viral TikToks. Wait, what? Oh, goodness. But streaming and trading is very difficult. You're worried about OBS. You got the lights in your face. You got all the monitors going. You got to engage with the chat. You've got that chat telling you to do one thing, trying to tell you to full port positions. And then if you're not in a trade and there's a lull in the chat, you feel the need to entertain and force things. So there it is, Kevin. There's a whole lot of noise. So there's going to be a learning curve, right? Like, there's going to be an adapting period. I struggled with it for 4 or 5, 6 months. My trading definitely struggled. I'm with the band. I trade on Quant Tower trading platform. But yeah, if you're new here, guys, and you want to support my channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Also, smash that thumbs up. It looks like we got 51 thumbs up and almost 120 people in here. Smash that thumbs up if you could. I appreciate you all tuning in and hanging out with me and making my nights entertaining. And just never quite got to 440. I think I'm going to wait to see what happens here. Opening range, Asia opening range are these two blue lines that you see. This is the 30-minute opening range. Yeah, March, it's a very difficult transition, right? Like, I was a highly profitable trader before I started streaming. I'm with the band. I'm usually it depends on the night, right? Like, it depends on the vibes. It depends on what's happening in the markets. But generally, at least 2 hours. At least 2 hours. I go live at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard every Globex set. So Sunday through Thursday. 7:45 p.m. Eastern is my current streaming schedule. I might have something special for you guys tomorrow night. If Banana Bread Trades is not golfing, he will be joining me on stream tomorrow evening. You'll want to tune in. He's a very, very good trader. Different style trader than myself. We kind of execute somewhat the same frequency, but just different style traders. Nihal, what am I looking for? I'm looking for absorption. So when I'm looking over here at these bubbles, I only use like blocks, big blocks, as possible targets. Banana bread, let's go golf. But what I'm looking for is a lot of either aggressive buying, so big red or big green, or aggressive selling, big red, and really small. Like, what I'm looking for is price to not make advancement when you see a lot of those big red or big green bubbles to either the top side or downside. Like, sellers are trying to force price down, but it's getting absorbed by these limit buyers over here. It often indicates a reversal, and if that's happening around my support and resistance level, I can pretty much anticipate what's going to happen next. So you're going to get an initial absorption and a move in the opposite direction generally. Simplest terms, that's what I can tell you how I use it. Say there are more limit orders up top versus bottom of the DOM. Are you expecting price to go up? Yeah. So wherever the market is one giant auction, Nahal. So it's going to go to wherever the most volume is. It's going to seek out liquidity, like people say in the chat, right? So price is going to go up until it runs out of buyers. It's pretty much how it moves. And then price is going to drop until it finds more buyers. In the simplest form I can explain it. That's how the market moves. It's one giant auction. How do you know when there is a ceiling? You don't. That's why you wait for confirmation. That's why I have support and resistance. These are my key indicators as to who is in control. Nobody knows with 100% certainty what's going to happen, Nahal, in the market, right? People always ask me, how did you know the market was going to go there? I don't know. All I know is what I've seen in the past, and I can tell you why I executed, but no one knows with 100% certainty what the market is going to do at any given point in time. All you can do is judge by what's happened in the past, what you've seen happen in the past, and what indicators led that to happen in the past. Yeah, Kickster, that's exactly right. Right? It's a risk management game at the end of the day. You try to find a strategy or what price does where it's an 80% win rate most of the time. And then you try to only take those. Nahal, if you want to learn how to read a DOM a little bit, the guy who I learned about a little bit about order flow and how to read a DOM was Carmine Rosado. He's got a lot of free videos out that from a few years ago that are really, really good. Simple, easy to understand, basic DOM knowledge type stuff. I would check him out. That's where I learned. But yeah, just watch some of his videos and try to... It's like a lot of the stuff in the trading world that you're going to tune into, you're going to need Google search engine right next to you as they're talking, because they just use all these words that you're not going to understand. Carmine does a really good job of keeping it simple. Bashish, how can you learn my strategy? I'm going to put out I'll do a strategy content video in the very near future. Just give me some time. Like I said, the growth in the channel recently has been overwhelming, and we have a lot of back-end stuff to do. So just be patient with me. Things are going to take a little bit of time. We have no idea what we're doing as far as the YouTube content game is concerned. We're trial and error everything. So we're learning on the fly on our end. We're a two-man team. My friend Mason is my editor. We're learning how to edit on the fly. We're learning how to produce content on the fly. So just be patient with me. But it is coming, I promise. I promise. It might not be the best content on YouTube, but hopefully it'll be a little eye-opening and at least a little bit educational. In the meantime, tune into the live streams, ask as many questions as you like, and if I can answer them simply and quickly, I will do so. Lance, I need the badges and affiliate codes ASAP. Lance, so we do have some affiliate codes, but here's the thing, Lance. The one thing that I didn't want to do is I didn't want to be all the other trading streamers out there. All right? We're not going to push affiliate codes in your face. We're not going to brand our channel with all these affiliate codes. That's not the goal of the channel, right? Like, we want... While it's great to make that money, and we love the support and we love your guys' interest, we will have affiliate codes, but that's not the goal of the channel. Jenna, yeah, I tried moving average crossovers. I tried VWAP strategies. I've tried a lot of it, by the way. But we do have affiliate codes just on the affiliates thing. We do have affiliate codes for Trade Day, Lucid, and shoot, I'm forgetting the third one. We have 3 different affiliate codes right now. It's just code Wes at these props. Bulanox. We have one with Bulanox as well. So if you're interested in purchasing a combine or an evaluation with any of those props, feel free to use code Wes, and it'll give you the best available discount at each of those. But like I said, I don't want to sit here and pump affiliate codes. But that is there. If you end up downloading Quantower and purchase a Quantower license, I have a code with Quantower as well. There's links in the description of all my videos. Feel free to check those out for what I do have, if you want to support the channel. Nahal, it was pretty rapid for me. Well, comparatively, it was kind of rapid for me. So I was profitable overall in my trading after about 8 months, 9 months. But that's because I realized fairly quickly what I needed to eliminate. And I pulled all the indicators and all the moving averages and all the prior strat. You notice I don't even have VWAP on my charts. My charts are very clean. Very, very clean. But it was probably about 8 months was when I turned to like the break-even portion and starting to slowly become profitable. But I took it extremely slow as well when I was building my accounts. Extremely slow in the beginning. Like my max loss per day was $250 when I started. And for reference, I risk more than that on a single trade now. On Nahal, it's a matter of A, comfortability and faith in your strategy, and B, account size, really. Some people set limits, like for every 10K they can add a micro or a contract, or every $5,000 of account balance. Z. No, live. Live, Z. Nice, Jenna. I'm telling you guys, get rid of all the nonsense on your charts. It becomes so much easier to trade. I'm telling you. There's a few good ones that you want to leave on just for reference, but get rid of having 10 indicators on your charts. I'm telling you. Do it. What was my job before trading? I was a business analyst, Nahal. Mark, how do you manage winners, trailing stop, or do you let price either hit? So when I first started trading, Mark, it was music's off. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's get it back on for you. There we go. All right. How do I manage winners, trailing stop, or do I let price either hit TP or stop loss? So, Mark, no. Like, I go to break even after... It all depends on what you're comfortable with. I typically go to break even after 10 to 20 points of profit. You definitely don't want to see green go red ever. You're going to take a lot of break evens doing it that way, but you're also not going to have a lot of big reds. Big red trades. My initial strategy, because generally the price moves from box to box, right? Like, you can kind of tell price likes to bounce in between those areas. So my target is always level to level. Generally when price reaches the 50% mark in between the two levels is when I lock in 20 points on NQ. And then as it's approaching my target, like say it gets to the 75% of the way to the next level, I'm lock in half this. That was how I treated it when I was building my account. I was trading 2 to 3 micros to start out. And then I just scaled up as my account grew from there. So I would take one contract off after price moved 20 points in my favor. And then I would let the one runner go if I had 2 on. Or I'd let the 2 go. Like I would take 2 off at 40 points. I would take the second contract off at 40 points and let the third runner go. Obviously appropriately trailing to not give everything back. But yeah, that's kind of how I approached it. But it is all about risk management. It's a risk management game, guys. It's not a lot. It's not taking that big red day. It's also having the discipline to walk away and accept a small red day, right? So many traders you watch will be down $300 and go, "Oh, I can make that back. I can make that back. I've done it before. I'll do it again." And then that 300 turns into 600. I can get that back. And now all of a sudden you're down 900. And you're like, at that point you're like, "Oh, screw it. Let's just go hit that DLL." You know? Let's swing for the fences. You don't want to do that. A big progression in your trading is going to come when you can acknowledge that, hey, I'm not seeing it right. I've lost $350, $400. That's my max loss on the day that I'm willing to take. I need to walk away. That's the first sign that, hey, you're right there. You're right there to becoming profitable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or at, yeah, that's right, Chris. Or as price is going against you and your stop's at 10 points. Let's give it a little more room. 15 points. It's getting closer to 15 points. Yeah, let's move it to 20 points. Yeah, that's horrible trading. What, Kev? On Friday you were down $4,700 on your personal account? Why were you continuing to trade, brother? Holy. Oh, nice, Mark. Yeah, that's smart. I don't copy trade either. Just to give you guys a heads up, I don't copy trade my accounts. Very seldom do I do that. It needs to be like a major level. In order for me to do any kind of copy trading, I trade them all separately. How many people we got in here? We got 98 people in here still watching. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you're new here and you want to support my channel, hit that subscribe button for me if you could. What time is it? We're coming up on 9 o'clock Eastern Standard. I wish the market would make a move for us. It made that one move up close to 8 o'clock, and since then has just kind of like chopped sideways. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I got to take this call real quick. I'll be right back. Hey, thanks for the sub, guys. I heard those notifications. Augusto, I see your name. I heard one before, too. I scrambled off that call real quick. Is anybody in a trade right now, out of curiosity? Oh, Kickster. Actually, it's just like the last couple nights since we rolled over on contract. It's just the last couple of nights. You're long on gold, Z? Let's see what's going on gold. Oh, it's starting to trade below my plotted levels here. Bounce down here. Okay, Kevin, you're long. It looks like everybody's long. Nice, Wix. Nice. GG's. Long 22406. Posted a screenshot. Yeah, I haven't looked at Discord since I hopped on stream. It was nice to see Nimkins back in Level Up as well. Missed the guy. Nimkins is a good friend, a brother. It's good to have him back. Okay. Pablo, key level on gold. Okay, I'm seeing it, Chris. Long on ES 6145. Okay. Okay, it held the kelp mid. It's bouncing. I think you're good to the low 150s on ES. NQ looks like it's holding up on opening range low bounce. Asia opening range low. I'm thinking, yeah, it could be slow grindy, but I'm thinking upside is the move. Sellers weren't able to force it below 400 here on NQ. They weren't able to push it below the Kelp mid, which is the 200 period moving average on the 1 minute here. So a move up makes sense. Come up here to test this area. 150 to 155, somewhere in there. Gold grinder. Gold usually makes a big move around that time. Yeah, I haven't watched gold a whole lot. Like, it wasn't until I started trading these Globex sessions where people were really tuning, like, made me look at gold. Yeah. I mean, it is 401k week. Hard to compete with the zombie bulls and the 401k mandates. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's summer trading as well, guys. Like, this typically happens. Those of you who haven't been through a summer trading session yet, a lot of times, last year was a little different because it was a bear market at the time. Or was it? I can't remember. But, like, during the summer, things slow down a lot more than what you're used to. It'll ramp back up towards the end of July, August, but we're gonna have about a month here where it's kind of slow, especially now that we're trading near all-time highs. All-time highs are a lot of zombie grind days. I mean, you'll still have down days in there, but it's a lot of zombie grind for sure, with random spikes up. Days that are hard to hop on. A big portion of trading, guys, is just weathering the storm. Most really profitable traders have about between 30 to 60 good trading days a year where they make the majority of their profits. The rest of the time, you're just trying to kind of tread water. You're just trying to be break even or slightly positive. And if you're hot, put the pedal to the floor. You know, make it while you can, because the market's not always going to be, the market conditions will change at some point. You won't always be hitting bangers every day. And if you are, you're a prodigy. I definitely go through stretches. I had a stretch in December where I had 5 straight red days. Those 5 straight red days only added up to about $1,300 in loss, but DJ Nitro, you're 1 in Q at 419. Nice. Nice. That's a good entry. I think you're all right. No, Nahal. So I started out, the way that I learned how to trade was I started looking at options, but having to pay attention to the Greeks and all that became too confusing for me and just too much. And then I found futures and was like, oh, this is so much better. It's so much better than having to pay attention to all that junk. So much easier. How have I managed the long droughts? So, Mark, like I said, in December I had a stretch where, and this is going to happen to everybody, right? I had a stretch in December where I had 5 straight losing days. 5 straight. And each of those days, I never had more than a $300 loss, right? But I realized that I wasn't seeing the market well, and that I just was not seeing things well, and I was able to walk away after that small loss. But by the end of that 5th day, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was like, do I even know what I'm doing here? Like, I've been profitable for 2 years, making really good money, and now I have a 5-day stretch where I felt like I didn't know what I was doing anymore at all. Luckily, it was right before Christmas time, so I had that break, you know, from trading. And then I came back in January and everything was fine until, well, February. And I had one day where I just went full tilt. Oh, DC, yeah, averaging down savvy. Yeah, I get that. My thing is, like, sometimes it's okay to put on starter positions, but that's kind of a strategy that you enable once you have an account built. Like, while you're trying to build an account with a small account, you don't want to be DCAing at all. NQ breaking the 1 minute trend. Yeah, I mean, we're stuck in a 20-point range, guys. Let's face it. I mean, I don't see any trends. I'll be honest with you. There's not a trend here. This is sideways. I know 1 minute is bad from yesterday. Yeah. We're going to need an insert, like a surge of volume in order to get this thing to move somewhere at this point. Like, we are stuck. Last night's price action was good. Sevi, I don't know. I mean, I made $20 last night, yeah, I made $20 last night on stream. Last night there was a couple moments where it really moved, but you kind of had to be in a position at that point in time in order to capitalize on it, because it happened really fast. It happened extremely fast. You know what day was really good, guys, was last Friday. Last Friday was amazing price action. We were range bound, but it was a very, very wide range, and the moves were not choppy at all. Like, it was 200 to 300 points in both directions without price reoffering previously traded price once each trend was established. Yeah, Friday was amazing. Friday was ideal. Trend. Yeah. Yeah, it was so easy trading. And I say that, I realize trading is very hard, right? Like, I get that. But it doesn't get much better than what Friday presented for us. It does not get much better, easier to read price action wise than what we saw last Friday. And I was shocked because that was contract expiration day. That was OPEC's quarterly expiration. I was shocked that it was that good. Oh, nice, Bruce Lee. GG's. You got 14 points on 3 minis. Nice. Yeah, some of you guys are very good at trading this. I'm not. That's why you see me talking to you instead of trading. Yeah, Chris, it was Friday was amazing. It was such good price action, and it was like it was trading levels very easy to read very well. Scalp. Yeah. I'm not a good scalper. I'm just not. I know that's one of my weaknesses in my trading, so I don't do it. I should probably become a little bit better at it. But I mean, it makes sense. Like, our viewer count tonight on the live stream is down. That makes sense because of what's going on right now. I'd imagine a lot of people got wrecked today trying to short the market. You know, they were expecting the sell-off to come at some point because of what happened on the pump last night. But the pump happened early. Like, it happened at 6 p.m. Eastern. So right when the markets opened. So that was hard to hop on as well. I mean, we still got 100 people in here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on if price doesn't do something here. I'll be 100% transparent. Yeah, Chris, today was the zombie grind to the top side. Like you really had to be long from the beginning and just be hanging in there. Checking in to see if I hang on to my 20 bucks from yesterday. Yeah. So since Globex last night, I'm up $20. One trade, $20. Yeah, DJ. I mean, if you were a good scalper and can pick tops and bottoms of tiny moves, good on you. I'm not good at that. I wish I was better. I'm just not. That's a good Five Guys burger, Chris says. No, I'll strike when the market provides a good opportunity. I know that being able to sit out, being able to not execute when it's like that, it has paid big dividends for me in the past. So I know when I need to not be getting involved in the market and when I do at this point. Kev, my 22,440 level played perfectly. Yeah, Kev, I already had the charts turned off at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I wasn't even at the desk at that point in time. Look, I'm also not going to sit at my desk for 9 hours to wait for one good setup to happen that you don't know if it's going to happen. All right. We kind of have rolled over a little bit here. Let's see if... Let's see if we hold below that opening range, the Asian opening 30-minute opening range low. If we hold below 13, I might try a short down into 380. Just to have some fun. This won't be an ideal trade, but it's worth a shot. You're not risking a whole lot here to above point of control. 10 to 15 points. Let me flip over to the MFFU account. Let's go for something like... something like this. If it'll grab me in. Yeah, Wix. You were short from 422. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, doesn't it? Like it's definitely... It's tough on NQ. It likes to re-offer currently traded price or like previous traded price a lot. Mark, your TP is down at 22,357. Yeah, we'll see if I can grab this trade. I don't know if it's going to get me in. It might just sell off down into 400. If that happens, I'll take it off. All right, we're short. Oh, nice, someone. You're up $158. Nice. You know what? I'm just going to target 390. Oh, that's your TP2? You already hit your TP1? Nice. The one thing I don't like right now is you can see ES is kind of bouncing that kelp mid again. Unbelievable. Instant loss here. Instant loss. Shorting this market is very, very difficult. And the music is off again. What is going on with the music this evening? Yeah, that was a pretty good hold on ES over here, the kelp mid. It definitely bounced. In fact, I probably should just kill this. That's a pretty strong move to the north side. I think I'm going to bring my stop down a little bit. I would almost need to see engulfing to the short side here in order to hang in on this trade. Yeah, oh, 100%. I mean, you can kind of see this is what we were talking about earlier on the stream, where something that I look for on the DOM, this would be something that I would look for at a level. A lot of aggressive selling with not a lot of big green bubbles into the limit buyers and absorption of this aggressive selling. I might get lucky here, but I doubt it. Like, you can see the buyers are really holding this thing up and pushing it higher. And there's just no sellers present. I mean, let's be honest. There's just no sellers present. I mean, am I really going to get this lucky? Someone. So, look, I'll be 100 with you. I'm to the point now where I just try to get the evals done. If I'm trading an eval. Oh, in QTrader, 100%. This is what happens. Yeah, this isn't a good trade. This isn't an ideal trade. This isn't something I would take if the markets weren't moving so slowly, right? This is not something I would do. This is not a good trade. But But someone, as far as how much risk do I take with the evals? The evals, I just try to get them done. I'm not going to lie to you. I put size on and try to get them over and done with as quickly as possible at this point. I don't fail a lot of evals. I know where to... I know where I should be executing, let's say. And the majority of the time, I'm right on those executions. So I'll have 2 or 3 minis on and get those 50k evals out of the way in a single day or 2 days. I don't like to sit in them for very long. Wow, I'm really going to get lucky here, aren't I? But do I recommend doing that for the newer traders? No. No, 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 no. Take it slow. But for me, with the way that I trade, a $2,000, $3,000 trade is not really that much to come by. If I have 2 minis on, $3,000 is what, 75-point move? Yeah, the one thing you don't want to do is get in that cycle of like burning through accounts. Like there's like if you're spending $50 on repeat, it's not worth it. Yeah, Mark, I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should just take the break even and the small win, or if I should hang in there and see if we can get that push down into 400. At that point, I will go break even. If we do get the solid push down to like 405, I won't deal with the snapback at this point after going almost 10 points, 11 points in drawdown. Like, let's see if we can snap 410 here to the downside. It looks like we're going to. There we go. Wow. I don't like these wicks at all. I'm going to go break even. What's up, Nims? How are you? Following your trading plan? I don't know, Nims. What'd you call? 19,000 something? Nvidia to what? I don't know. What was Nvidia going to? $14 a share or some nonsense like that? Yeah, I'm with the band. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Looks like we got, I don't even know how many people, 103 people in here currently during sleepy markets. That's really great for my stream still. Markets at 16K, Nim says. I thank you all for tuning in on these sleepy markets and keeping me somewhat entertained. And Nvidia at $30 a share. Nims, don't you have Nvidia at like 90 something dollars a share? Like, what are we talking about? $30 a share. Guys, Nima Elm there in the chat is one of my really good friends. He's a brother. He's family. He's blood. He also likes to troll. All right, someone. We'll see you shortly. Thanks. If you're new here and want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button if you could. Nims, these markets are dead right now. Absolutely dead. Is anyone else in a trade right now? Out of curiosity. We got 74 thumbs up now, guys. Smash the thumbs up button. Max, you're not. Nope. Manila, you took a trade 33.40 on gold, down to 33.47. Yeah, Chris, I'm right there with you. Hey, Tenor, what's going on? Andres, gold, Yo Jim, a little short, tight stop. Yeah, I mean, I'm short right now. I'm seeing this block down here at 23.375. That feels like the obvious spot just below 375. Wix, you ready for your nap? Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame anybody for tuning out in this at all. Sleepy markets. Time for a mid-roll, and you can watch the guy who got max payout on Apex trading course ad for the 40th time today. Oh, you talking about Jade? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Guys, I might just lock in $100 here. I don't like how this thing is starting to look like it's about to bounce and go back into range. I'm out. I'll take my $85 and be happy with it. Mark's like green is green. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that made back my, let's see. Are we back to watch this thing dump now, 30 points. Yeah, Nims, why are you up out of curiosity? What time is it your time? Oh, man, I mean, it's like 2:30 in the morning. You woke up for a piss and tuned in. Oh, come on, market. What are you doing? Come on, Nasdaq. You're old. Nice, Manila Trader. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys, I mean, like I said, I'm still in shock about what's gone on with the YouTube channel. The ride has been amazing. I can't thank you all enough. Can't thank you all enough. Cheers, Daniel. To 16K in the next candle, Nima says. Oh, Nims. Oh, how I've missed these. How I've missed these. People jumping out of windows. Nims, are you saying the NAS to 16K? Or are you saying my subscriber count to 16K? Are we talking about my channel growth? Or are we talking about the Nasdaq? I mean, guys, we're still hanging out below 30-minute opening range on. Let's be more realistic in talking about the Nasdaq. I mean, that's accurate, probably, Nims. That's probably pretty accurate. I definitely don't deserve 16,000 subscribers. I'll tell you that. Oh, come on, Nas. What are we doing here? Did just enough to spook me out of my short, and then they're gonna go. That's all right. I shouldn't have been executing there anyway. The only reason I did was because we broke below the 30-minute Asian opening range. Zoom out for the next candle, he says. What, you want me to do this? It's so ridiculous. This guy. Yeah, we are, these markets have just died. Guys, I'm probably going to call it there. I'm probably going to call it an early stream tonight. I've been having these long 3 and 4 hour streams lately. It probably isn't a bad idea to do a couple hour stream and get some rest this evening rather than only getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, someone. Usually my analysis, I'm pretty good at reading the charts. Like I said, I'm not always great with my executions. But yeah, I'm going to call it there for the evening, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't thank you enough for all the love and support. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern for another Globex session with possible guest banana bread trades on tomorrow night if he's not golfing. So stay tuned, and we will hopefully have a nice stream tomorrow evening. If you're trading this, trade safe, stay patient, and and I will see you all tomorrow evening. Peace.